Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Hopefully we got this working. Everyone's live. Let me just make sure real quick that we're going. All right, we're going. Okay, everybody. Sorry about being a little bit late here. Lots of cool and fun things happening at Team Beachbody today. And so, yeah, I'm a little bit behind, but I'm excited to be here. Today, what I want to do real quick is talk to you about the logistics behind Clean Week. There's been a lot of questions kind of about it, and so we want to jump on real quick and kind of walk you through some of those pieces, how they work, make sure we can answer any questions, kind of point a few things out to you. All in preparation for our surge call tonight with Carl, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So that's the goal of this. That's what we want to do is kind of explain to you how it all works, the logistics of it. All right, so to do that, one thing I want to point out before I get to the board behind me, I've got a stack of papers here I want to show you. Look at these right here. Sometime in the next near future, like in the next hour or so, all of you are going to be getting an email from Team Beachbody. It's going to look just like this right here. It says Clean Week on it. This email is going to have basically all the information you're going to need to know for Clean Week itself, all right? Talks through what Clean Week is. It'll go through, kind of why we created it. It's going to tell you what's in the Clean Week kit itself, all right? And so when I say the kit, I mean, let me just show you real quick here. I'm referring to, I took some pictures of it so you guys would see. This is the box that the 7-day sampler, Clean Week sampler will come into. And it will go through everything that's in that box. So here's a picture of what it looks like, right? Oops. We have the 7 Shakeology samples. We've got recipe ideas. We've got the Clean Week meal planner. And then the quick start guide for Clean Week. That's all what's included in that. So the email, let me get these out of the way here. The email itself will talk to you through that. And then it goes through and talks about the workouts that are going to be available, and I'll talk about that in just a second. And then the email will also go through the marketing tools. So the things you've got, assets available to you to be able to promote Clean Week. The Clean Week sizzle video, getting to know Megan Davies, some blog articles, social media posts you can use, plus, this is going to be important, so pay attention. You also get links to the challenge group guide for this, okay? So the posts that you can use to run, that we've created to help you run a Clean Week, and also the product training guide, which is going to be really, really important for you as well. And then the last part of the email, you're going to want to pay attention to this. This is where we have all of the pricing information and the links, okay, that go directly to that 7-day Shakeology or Clean Week Shakeology sampler, either in whey or vegan, okay, right to your cart. So those links are very, very important right there, all right? So that's the email. You're going to want to review that email carefully, maybe print it out, save a copy of it somewhere for yourself because it's got a lot of information there for you. So now that I've talked about the email, what I want to get into real quick is just the logistics. There's been a little bit of confusion about how people access it. I'm fairly silly sitting down here, but that's the best way I think it looks. So here's what you need to do, okay? In order for someone to participate in Clean Week, they either need a free Team Beachbody account or they need to be a BOD subscriber. All right, one of those two. Obviously, if you're a BOD subscriber, all you have to do is just log in with your BOD account. So we can leave that alone. But let's talk about this, all right? For them to get access to this, and I'm going to show you what it looks like for them in just a minute here. There's a couple ways, right, for them to get that free Team Beachbody account. Now, most of you already know this. There's nothing new here, all right? I'm just going to remind you of what you already know. Probably the easiest way to do this is to just send them that link to the Clean Week 7-day Shakeology sampler, that kit that comes with the meal guide and the participant guide, all those pieces, right? Send them the link. When they set up that link, okay, as part of their checkout process, they're going to create a Team Beachbody account for themselves, a free Team Beachbody account as part of their checkout process. They will use that same email and password that they used to make that purchase to log into Beachbody On Demand. Let me say that again. When they set up that free Team Beachbody account at the close of when they're checking out, right? And they're checking out, and that's making sure they get connected to you as their coach, all of that. When they set up that account, they'll take that same email and password that they used to set up that account, to log into Beachbody On Demand. All right, and I'll show you what that looks like for them in just a second. There are also two other options for them to be able to create this free Team Beachbody account. You can send them right to teambeachbody.com, just directly to the website, right? I think you guys have all seen that before, right? You click on Not a Member, right? You click on Not a Member, and then you go down there, it says sign me up for a free Team Beachbody account, right? And they sign it up, and they do basically the same process that they did when they were checking out when you sent them that link. There is also a third option. I recommend these first two, all right, depending upon what you're using, especially if you're driving the Clean Week 7-Day Shakeology Sampler, use the link. It's just the easiest way to do it. If you're not, you can use this. You can also have them go create the account on Beachbody On Demand. However, at this point right now, if you use this option, you're going to also need to make sure you give them your coach ID. They don't have a coach lookup function on BOD just yet, all right? So if you're going to send them to Beachbody On Demand, make sure they have your coach ID. The easiest thing is to probably just use one of these first two options right here. All right. Now, hopefully that's simple. I can't see if the comments are coming in. If you have questions about this, just put them in the comments and tag me, and then I'll go through and I'll answer them right after I'm done with the video. All right. So that's the way they get access to it. Now, a lot of other people have wondered, like, well, what do they see? What is it that they see? Well, I've got some more printouts here. I'm going to walk you through it. Okay. So let's say I've gone through now and I've created my free Team Beachbody account, right? What do they see? Well, here it is. I printed out so you can see it all pretty. They're going to go and they're going to log in, right? I'm new. I'm just going to walk you through this step by step. Then they're going to enter their Team Beachbody account information, the stuff we just showed you right there, and click log in. The next screen they're going to see is going to be a screen that asks them if they want to upgrade their membership. Now, I want to point this out just so that you can mention this so they don't get confused. Upgrade my membership. There's three options. It says upgrade membership, sign in as a different user, or no thanks, I'll upgrade later, right? So obviously if they want to upgrade their membership and become a BOD subscriber, fantastic, right? But if they just want to go on for the clean week, just go right on to participate with or to get through the workouts without upgrading at that point, just have them choose the no thanks, I'll upgrade later option. After they do that, they're going to be dropped into Beachbody On Demand, and you can see it looks just like Beachbody On Demand does today, like everyone looks at right now. Right at the top there, it says Clean Week, right? So like you do, you click on Clean Week. Now I know some of you are asking, what about the other option? I'll get there in just a second. Hold on for me, okay? When they click on Clean Week, right away, just like I know you're used to right now, they see the workouts, okay, where they can play right from there the workout of that day. Simple, easy, just like BOD, like you're all familiar with how BOD works. You'll also notice that there's a program materials section, just like every other place, but I want to point something out. On that program materials page, they do have the ability to download the quick start guide for themselves. However, down here at the bottom, this is where the meal planner is, and you'll see right there, if you can see it close, it's locked. The reason why it's locked is the only way that they can get access to the meal planner is by getting the 7-Day Shakeology Sampler or through their coach. It actually says it right there, right? That you can get it there or through their coach. The reason, and the access to that meal planner, okay, you can get access to it one of two ways. First of all, as a full BOD subscriber, if you log in, you can download it right there. All right, you can download it and send it to them. Also, in the challenge group guides, there was a link in that challenge group guide. In the email that I sent you has the link to the challenge group guides. In that email, you can use that link then to be able to download that and send that to them. We want to make sure that meal guide comes attached to a coach to the extent that we can. So, using the challenge tracker app, et cetera, et cetera. In fact, that's another way actually to set up a Team Beachbody account. You guys know that, right? You can actually send them an invite to my challenge tracker app. So you run a challenge group, a clean week group, just send them an invite to that group, and when they set up that group, they've created that account. So that's actually a third way I should put right here, okay, to do that. All right. Program materials. Okay, so what happens if they go, I showed you before how they can see the other workout programs, right? Let's say they click on Shift Shop. What happens? Well, they'll go to the Shift Shop page. Everything looks the same, but if they try to play the workout or do something else, they're then giving a prompt. A page comes up for them to upgrade their membership. In other words, they can see it, but they don't have the ability to access any of the content on BOD without having a BOD membership, and it prompts them to upgrade their membership right here if they want to be able to do that. So that's what they see. That's their experience as they go through it. All of this is explained again in FAQ 3466. That's in the email that we put out there for you to look at as well. So, a couple other questions that people have been asking. How long do they have access to the workouts? So, I want to make sure I'm clear on this. We have the Clean Week 7-day Shakeology sampler, which means it just sends them the 7 days worth of Shakeology. However, as long as they have that free Team Beachbody account, they always have access to the workouts. So if I'm running a group through my Challenge Tracker app or Facebook or wherever you happen to be running it, they have access to the workouts the second they create this account and get into Beachbody On Demand. They have access to it, all right? So there's nothing limited that way. You can wait till the Shakeology sampler hits to start the group. There's no clock on their access to the workouts. There was another question about, will the 7-day, the Clean Week 7-day Shakeology sampler be available in the Coach mobile app? The answer to that is yes. There was a question about what's the easiest way to get them the link or the information. The easiest way I believe I've shown is to send them the link, which is again in the email, that you can, with your rep ID added to it, their coach ID added to it, send that to them, have them complete the purchase and set up their own Team Beachbody account, and then log in. Or if they're not going to get the sampler pack, either have them go to teambeachbody.com, or actually if you're using my Challenge Tracker app, just invite them to that Clean Week Challenge group you've got going. As they set up that account, it's also setting up a Team Beachbody account for them to use to access Clean Week. The rest of the questions typically were, what were the user experience? I hope now that you can see that they've got access to, they can see the things in Bob, but they can only access the content found in Clean Week, which in some ways gives you the opportunity to have other discussions and conversations with them, but you might want to make sure that you mention that to them just to go find where Clean Week is. So if you have any other questions about Clean Week, go ahead and tag me again in the comments and I'll answer them. And make sure you tune into tonight's Surge, right? It's dedicated totally to Clean Week. They're going to talk all about it, lots of ideas and thoughts on how to leverage it, how to use it to reach more people. And that starts at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. So just wherever you are in between, if you're not in one of those time zones, just set your clock accordingly. That surge is taking place on the Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page. They'll be going live on that page. I've included a link to that page here in the post so you can find it quickly and easily. So guys, we're excited about this. We're super excited to see what you guys do with it, to help you to use it to reach more people. And if you have any questions, again, just tag me in the post. Thanks so much for checking in, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.